David and Derek, St. John and Tego. David and Derek, St. John and Tego. David and Derek.
They're going to be taking on Jay Spade and Brady Pierce, who call themselves Hollywood Heels. They're stunt doubles on the show. They're stunt doubles for two of the main characters. They had really good independent wrestlers in their own right.
If you need to pick up the train there, it's coming by right now. So just go out there and hop on if you need to ride somewhere.
You need to ride to Newnan High School. Be there for Saturday.
So let's talk. We got about 5 more minutes. So let's talk about ring time when folks need to be there, and for anybody that wants to buy tickets, let's talk about that. And then if there's a website where people can go in advance and check out some footage from Action Wrestling, where can they go and check it out?
Well, I definitely would encourage you to check out our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/actionwrestling. We've got a bunch of matches from our first 4 years up there. You'll get a sample of what our shows are like. Like I said, we've had many wrestlers who left the action ring and gone on to WWE, All Elite Wrestling. There's plenty of wrestlers who are just featured on WrestleMania that embrace the action ring. So you can watch us on YouTube. It's youtube.com/actionwrestling. And we hope you'll be there Saturday. Doors open at 6 o'clock at Newnan High School. Bell time is going to be 7 o'clock. You can pick up tickets from your favorite Newnan High School football player or wrestler, because like we talked about, the football and wrestling programs are going to be the beneficiaries of the profits of the show. If it's not convenient for you, please buy tickets online. It's so much easier to buy in advance. It helps us out too. You can go to the website it's the word action, ACTION, a hyphen, and the word wrestling.com. Action, a hyphen, wrestling.com. And you can buy tickets on the site there. You can type in Action Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we're really looking forward to Saturday night at Newnan High School.
All right, I want to ask you this. I used to do like a wrestling thing for a few years, and actually got a chance to get in the ring with a wrestler, right? Scared me to death.
As it should have.
Yes. David is about 6 foot, about 210, 220, somewhere in there. I want David to get in the ring Saturday. Give me a wrestler that you feel confident that David can compete with, and why? Straight up answer.
That he can compete with?
Yes. Yes. I got confidence in David that he can take whoever you say. I got confidence. I got money on him.
I don't know if there's a wrestler that he can compete with, but I could go with a fan. I could go with our youngest fan, actually.
I would agree.
Emmy Swinney is a very young fan. Jeremy knows her very well. Possibly you may be able to compete with her.
I don't know. I have a feeling Jeremy would take me out if I tried that.
Yeah, Emerson actually got to make her first action show about 2 months ago, and she got involved a little bit. That's why I was putting the thumbs down up when we were talking about this group, the Skull. It's going to be taking on.
Yeah, I don't want to fight him.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
so I can't leave here tonight without just letting you guys know these are bad dudes. They actually threatened to choke slam my daughter on the way to the ring.
Oh man!
It was all in good fun. If anybody's listening, I don't want anybody to think. But they said that they threatened to choke slam my daughter. So when Brogan and David Finley and Bobby Flacco, step into the ring against these guys, I'm gonna be just going bananas, pulling for those guys to, So.
Well, awesome.
What I will say, I just want to say about pro wrestling is, pro wrestling is the most unique sport out there. It's a mix of theater, it's a mix of action. I mean, you go to a high school football game, you're not really supposed to boo the other team, are you? I mean,
it depends.
Not
certain teams we do boo.
You have to do polite booing. Right. You don't boo like you would boo a bad guy at a wrestling show. And that kid who's wearing a helmet of the other team is not going to come out off the field to you in the stands and talk right back to you.
That's right.
They tried during basketball.
Herbert football did though. They did.
So pro wrestling is the most interactive of sports. I mean, the fan, I liken it often to watching a movie on the screen. I mean, Doctor Strange is not going to come out of the screen at you no matter how many times you watch it, but these wrestlers will jump out of the ring, dive on top of each other. They will, get in your face. They will high five you. They will, cheering them on really does affect everything. It's a very, very interactive night.
Well, no doubt. Well, this show will hopefully play, before, the event Saturday, but it also will play after. So, beyond Newnan, where is Action Wrestling headed?
Our home base is in Tyrone, Georgia. Our next show is going to be Friday night, June 10th, in Tyrone, Georgia, at the Roger Spencer Community Center. That'll be a Friday night at 7:30. All the information will be on the website, action-wrestling.com. You can type in Action Wrestling to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like I said. And that's going to be a fun night. We have, just for example, we have another All Elite Wrestling star. J.D. Drake is going to be wrestling one of our main top guys, Adam Priest. We've got a wrestler flying in from the Pacific Northwest for that show. We've got a very diverse roster that we can draw from, and it's a lot of fun. So I would urge everybody to come check out one of these shows. When we put this into motion to have this show, Jeremy's goals was to make this something that can be an annual event. It's an annual event at East Coweta. We're looking to go back once we get final confirmation on the date, October 21st at East Coweta. We hope this one to be a success, so we can do this every fall to benefit the football and wrestling teams. So yeah, I always think in the long term, and hopefully we'll be able to be talking about this again next year.
Well, awesome. I know I'm excited. I know, me and Derek both will definitely be there, of course, representing 85 South Sports, and to us, it's an honor that you guys would ask us to come and do this interview with you. So we're excited to be there, and we're looking forward to some good action.
Good action. As far as our services, only thing we need is I need a thing of nachos, Powerade. That's about it. What you need, David?
I don't think Matt handles that. I think that's Jeremy's department right there.
Yeah, you can. You got to talk to Coach Shea about that. Wrestling's gonna take care of concessions, and but we are gonna have a couple, the 6'8" wrestlers at the concession stand, making sure nobody gets over there.
Put a chokehold on you or something.
We got to eat before we get there.
Yeah, reach for those nachos. Well, Matt, thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. It's good to talk with you, and like I said, we are looking forward to not only this show, but other shows that are around in the area. Looking forward to attending a few of those as well. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's been really nice. It's been a great experience so far. We're closing in this last week, these last few days, to try to pack out the house in Newnan High School. So I hope everybody listening that's able to be there is Saturday night, 7 o'clock, Newnan High School.
Well, Cougar fans and any fan really, you got an opportunity to do two things at Newnan High School Friday night. Come on out to the spring game, watch the Newnan Cougars, see how we look for the next season, and then that very next night, come right on back up to Max Bags Gymnasium. Let's check out some wrestling. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. This is David St. John and Derek Tiggle with 85 South Sports. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the show, so don't turn that dial.
Oh man, you threw me with that wrestler that question. Oh yeah.
Derek,
So you be on me.
David and Derek, St. John and Tigo. David and Derek, St. John and Tigo. 85. David and Derek.
So you be on me.